good morning and shit, bruh. Damn, my fucking heel, the back of my heel hurt. When I first wake up in the morning. So, try not to end up old and alone, man. It's happening to a lot of dudes out here, man. I'm seeing dudes that are like old, alone, living in a van somewhere. You know, they ain't got a family. They ain't got nothing, bro. You know, I think they spent their whole entire life doing nothing. You know, they spent their whole entire life not chasing the bag, you feel me? That's what happens to a lot of men, bro. Like, a lot of men, they end up old and alone by themselves. There's this dude at Starbucks. This motherfucker, for some reason, he always buys his pants too goddamn big. He walks around, you know, basically an old man sagging, you know. You know, he walks around Starbucks, you know, gets on the internet, has a beat up van that he lives in, and that's it for him, man. He ain't gonna have a family. It's already over for him, man. You feel what I'm saying? Because he spent his whole entire life doing nothing. You know, the guy's clearly sub 5 now. I mean, damn, he looks about 70. But for some reason, he irritates me, bro. Just the way he look, it's just like, bro, you look toe up, from the flow up. The nigga eyes is big. He's totally invisible to females, bro. Like, he's like no longer, I don't know, maybe when he was younger he probably was visible, or maybe not, because this motherfucker, they say, man, being sub 5, you're invisible to everybody. Like, you walk around just a guy that nobody sees, bro. You coasting through life just invisible, you know. But this guy, man, it's over for his ass. Throughout his whole entire life, what's up with it? Sean Breezy? Yeah, he like a fly on the wall, bro. Nobody sees this nigga, bro. Especially women, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude is like an old fart that didn't build nothing when he was younger. I could tell by the situation that he's in right now. The guy's like 70 something. I don't know, maybe 60. I think he's in his late 60s or something. From what I could tell, you know. And he's just done for. He's finished, man. You know, he is invisible to women, bro. But you know what? You know who not invisible? Sugar Daddy. Sugar Daddy like about 70 years old, bro. But he got money. And he got a tall ass, good looking girlfriend that's around a 6 or something like that. And she tall, man. And I would definitely bang that ass. I would definitely put a huge dick in that ass. But he not alone though, because when he was younger, he did sensible things, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, he did the right thing. The guy, he's not mega rich, but he drives a Porsche and a Corvette, man. Sugar Daddy pull up, man, he ain't no joke. When Sugar Daddy pull up, he ain't no motherfucking joke, bro. He pull up in a Porsche, he pull up in his Corvette, okay? If you own any of these cars, you doing good in life. If you own a Corvette, you're doing okay. You're not rich, but you're doing okay. A Corvette, it ranges between what, $60,000 to like $80,000. So yeah, you're doing okay. You know, and a Porsche is a little bit more expensive. It ranges from 100 grand. Well, no, you can get a cheaper Porsche than that. Around 60 grand, so like 200 grand, you can get a Porsche. You know, if you want the high-end Porsche, it's gonna run you about like a $150, you know, to 200 grand. Okay. I even seen some for like 250. I might as well get a Lambo at that point. You might as well spend another 100 grand on a Lambo. You know what I'm saying? But he did sensible things when he was young. And you know what? He not old and alone. Sorry guys, I got mucus in my throat. I'm still fighting my allergy. My allergy cold. Man, fucking these. You know what, bro? As you get older, the colds last longer, man. They get harder to shake. I mean, when I was in my 20s, man, I could shake an allergy cold like a motherfucker. You feel me? Like a week, I'll be finished. Not even a week, like 4 days, I'll be done. Now it's lasting for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks and shit. But I'm gonna keep on attacking it. I'm gonna keep on getting pho and vitamin C. You know what I'm saying? I always have done, got an allergy cold like around this time. When the fall happens and then the spring happens. When the flowers open up. Oh, man. Well, you know, Sugar Daddy, he not by himself, man. He got a girlfriend that's like 30 years younger. She in her 30s, I could tell. And she man, he draped her up, bro. Sugar Daddy draped that bitch up. Okay? He got her all in like designer brands, bro. You know? I'm like, go, sugar daddy. He putting that Mac down, boy. You know what I'm saying? And she's a short Asian dude. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely older, but he has money, bro. So he's not gonna be alone. He'll always have a woman by his side. It's them dumb motherfuckers who didn't do nothing their whole entire life, like not chase the bag, that's gonna be old and alone, bro. You think that guy that lives in that van, that older guy, he's an older white guy. You think that if he would have got the bag when he was younger, you think he would be alone right now? Hell no. He would have a nice, fine girlfriend right now. But he decided to not chase the bag. He decided to be broke, dusty, his whole entire life, bro. You feel what I'm saying? He decided to be like that. So now he's by himself. You didn't get the bag, bro? You ain't gonna get rewarded. Simple as that. Matter of fact, you get punished. I believe that society punishes men for not getting money. You feel what I'm saying? And women do too. Especially when you hit a certain age, like if you're like 45, 50, 55, 60, if you ain't have no money, be prepared to be by yourself, man. Jacking off the porn until the day that you die, man. You feel what I'm saying? It's a cruel world, man, on men. It's either you accomplish things or you're gonna be old and alone, bro. Like I said, I see two older people up in there. One of them is Sugar Daddy, okay? Now, like I said, he got a Porsche, he got a Corvette. You know, he keep his girlfriend draped in designer clothing. She be having them expensive bags that's worth probably $500 to $1,000, okay? A $500 Coach bag. Or I even see her rocking Louis Vuitton bag up in that motherfucker. He keep his woman draped in fucking designer clothing and designer bags. On the other hand, there's another guy that didn't really do much throughout his whole entire life. He didn't chase the bag. Therefore, he's alone. You feel what I'm saying? Basically, just punished. You know, hey, you didn't do sensible things when you were younger, like chase the bag. Now you're by yourself. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, man, you can't end up by yourself, man. You feel me? Yeah. Try not to end up by yourself by chasing the bag while you're in your youth. You know what I'm saying? Being productive. You feel me? You know, don't spend your time coasting through life without doing anything, man. You feel me? Just don't coast through life not chasing this money. You feel me? Because you will be punished in the end, bro. Like I said, I seen cats, bro. I seen them out here, bro. They walking around like a zombie, bro. You know, they walking around with nobody, with no woman on their arm. This motherfucker that stays in his car, the 60-year-old dude, the tall, bald-headed Michael Jordan with center nasal folds. That motherfucker, yeah, he's alone now. He's by himself, living in that vehicle, bro. Ain't no woman living with him in there, man. Because he decided to chase dead-end jobs his whole entire life. He didn't take time out to better himself. He didn't chase the bag. He didn't chase no jackpots. He didn't chase nothing his whole entire life, bro. And that's where you're gonna end up if you don't get money as a man, bro. You feel me? If you don't get money as a man, that's where you're gonna end up. By yourself, jacking off, man. As an old man. You know, a lot of guys would have been alone if they didn't like chase the Hollywood dream. Like Sylvester Stallone, he old now, but because he stuck with his acting career, you know, and was successful. Now he has a beautiful girlfriend, and he get to enjoy the fruits of his labor while he was young. You know, I'm always watching the Rocky series all the time, and I just seen him just now on a short clip. He got a beautiful girlfriend. That's your reward, man, for hustling while you were young. But a lot of guys, what they do is they coast through life without doing shit, bro. They drift through life, like that one book that I read. He was talking about the drifters and shit. How motherfuckers just drift through life, not doing anything. They work a piece of shit job forever and shit. They don't, you feel me? You know, they don't like change. They stay the same. You know what I'm saying? Just coasting through life without doing anything. So then they end up by themselves, alone, broke, dusty, living in a vehicle. You know, at 60 or 70, bro, man, that means you really fucked off time. That means you didn't want to change for nothing in the world. Nigga, fuck pursuing a career, or fuck chasing jackpots, fuck going out to Hollywood, fuck all that shit, bro. I'm just gonna be different. I'm just gonna be the different motherfucker. But it's really all the same, though. You know what I'm saying? So you waste valuable time, bro. That's what's gonna happen to you, man. You know, do stuff while you're young, in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, man. And believe me, compared to old people, 45 is young, man. And I'm still young. I ain't old yet. I can still bend over and touch my tippy toes, bro. You feel me? Let's go up in here and get a rock star. You guys talking about, man, rock stars are bad for you. But I need something to wake up. I can't drink coffee, so what the fuck am I gonna like? I'm only drinking one rock star a day. I don't go through life. What's up with it? I don't like drink rock star throughout the whole entire day. And plus, what's up, man?
Chilling, man. What's going on with you? Same stuff.
Same. Same shit. Yep. For sure, man. Have a good day, man.
Too better. Here we go.
I need something to wake me up. Shit. I gotta get to that spot before another guy gets there. He be hogging that spot. So I gotta get there before he gets there. Without the bag, it's pretty much over for niggas. Yes, it is, bro. You don't know how important that bag really is, man. It's an important thing, bro. That's why I'm spending my life chasing it. What you think I'm doing every single day? Every single day of my life. The bag getting harder to get, man. Yeah, it is, but you gotta understand that with your persistence, with anything, bro, like the walls of the walls of the odds start coming down when you start working at your craft. When you're working at your craft, crafts, you know, the walls come down. It don't matter what you're doing. Sports, Hollywood, um, the music industry. When you sit there, you make beats enough, you'll start getting better and better and better and better. And you'll start getting feedback from it and shit. You feel me? And you start getting better and better at it. That's with anything, man. You feel me? Shit.
Hey, man.
You know. What's up, man? How you doing?
You in them kind of Bluetooth, you want to sell to you?
A what?
Bluetooth speaker?
No.
Sorry to interrupt you on the phone.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about
All right, have a good Sunday. Have a good day.
it. You too, man. I mean, it depends on what you're doing, Sean Breezy, to get the bag. Are you going through school? Are you chasing Hollywood? Are you, what do you have going on? Because right now, Hollywood, yeah, I can see that the rent has went up dramatically, but you can still get a roommate and then flip it up like that, going to Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? You stay with a roommate, help you pay rent and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Why you go on auditions and shit? I told you some of you guys can become celebrities and shit, man. The reason why celebrities become celebrities was because of their mental focus and their mental power, man. You know what I'm saying? Their mental toughness, their mental focus. You feel what I'm saying? That's the reason why they become famous and become rich is because they didn't stop anything. I mean, they didn't let anything stop them from becoming rich. They kept pursuing their passions, man. They kept on pursuing the bag until they got it. It's just that simple. I'm at the bottom struggling. What you doing to pursue the bag, Sean Breezy? I know you at the bottom struggling, but what is you doing? What's your goals? What you pursuing? So I don't really ask this question. I just assume that you guys are on your mission. You feel me? To get my CDI, but I don't want to do that forever. What do you mean CDI? What's that? Sorry, I'm burping. This shit shouldn't have been so goddamn strong. I remember my friend when I was younger, man. He drank a Coca-Cola and he burped hella loud. I was like, ew. He was like, that shit it had no business being so goddamn strong. uh, Truck driving. Oh man, you relying on a pension, man. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's decent money, truck driving, but you're gonna have to pursue something else outside of that, man. Out here, the truck drivers, they make about $150K a year, which is decent. This is not very good, you know. Okay, let's get out of here. We gotta throw this away. Man. You get a pension on a truck driver. You gotta drive until you're 60 though. You in your 30s, so you got time to get a pension at the end of the road. But that pension it's not gonna keep up with the cost of living. You're gonna have to move overseas or something. You know what I'm saying? You know? You're gonna have to pursue like Hollywood or these are the industry that a lot of motherfuckers get into, man, when they struggling in the date market. Number one, a lot of dudes, they pursue Hollywood, trying to become an actor. There are motherfuckers out there like that. Number two, the music industry. If you're young enough to be in the spotlight, that's cool. If you're too old, you could be making beats in the background, you know what I'm saying, for people. Or just being a producer. You could be any age for that. You know what I'm saying? But a rapper, a recording artist, man, you got to be 20 to 30, man. From 20 to 30. Or pursue school, man. Get into the tech industry. You feel me? Or pursue a career that pays a lot more than truck driving. Get into a white collar career. That's the best thing you can do with the school. Blue collar work, it's not really a whole lot of money, man. It's like, you know, I say, start studying to become a doctor or a lawyer or something. You got time, you in your 30s. You know what I'm saying? Enroll in school, man. Just do it. While you truck driving on the side, man. Start thinking about like 5 or 10 years from now. You feel what I'm saying? Because believe me, those years are going to come, man. But if you want to stick with truck driving throughout your whole entire life, if you truck drive for like the next 30 years, yeah, you can receive a pension or a retirement check at the end of in your retirement age, and you can take that money and go overseas with it. Like I said, but you'll be old as shit. My thing is, I want to, my last quarter of my life, I want to live in luxury. I want to live good. I want to be 50, still dating a 25-year-old, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Because I noticed that when men get older and their looks start fading, I noticed that, the options with the females start becoming lesser and lesser as you age without money. I noticed that. So the plan is to always have females in your life, even though you old as shit. You feel me? I don't want to be limited as I get older. I realize that there is some limitation after you turn like 30 something. You got a lesser amount of women to choose from. The pool gets smaller and smaller. You feel what I'm saying? So what you want to do is Just start prepping for the future right now. That's how you're gonna beat the game. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint, bro. No, we jogging across country, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I am not drinking tonight. I'm taking a time off. Best believe we doing a sober live stream tonight. You know, a lonely, sober live stream tonight. You feel me? But truck driving is okay, man. If you into like blue collar work, you're not gonna be balling out of control. But you know, you're paying your bills, and you know you got enough to own a Challenger or a BMW when you're doing truck driving. You know what I'm saying? Like, and plus it's steady income, man. And all you gotta do is just drive across the country, across state. Shit, that's some good shit. If you want to stick with that, you know, I don't want to be working my whole entire life. Well, start making start making, you know, start making making plans, man, on the side of that. While you do your truck driving, pursue Hollywood or pursue the music industry or pursue a jackpot or something like me. You feel what I'm saying? I got one jackpot already. I'm gonna get another one eventually. Watch. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Wait.
Anyway, I'm about to end this live, man. I'm already at 19% on this phone. No, I got 17% left on this phone. You guys have a good day. You know, I'm out, man. Peace.